Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy, and today I'm gonna show you guys how I make my little mini sticky note wallets. There's a bunch of tutorials out there as shown or said in my previous video when I showed what I was up to for my craft fair. I got the inspiration from Crafting with Paula. She has an amazing channel. Go check her out for craft fair ideas. But they've been around for a long time. I've seen them for years. I just happened to be watching one of hers and I was like, oh, that'd be great for scrap busting. And I had the mini little notepads from last year and I didn't make anything. So I was like, okay, let me just bust it out. And then you guys asked for a tutorial still. So I'm going to do a quick tutorial. This should be a short video if Tiffany would not yap the whole time. But you guys know I'm going to do a little bit. So there's different ways to make them. The easiest way is just the scrap piece of paper. Just one and done. I have some because when I showed in my first video, I told you guys I was waiting for my magnets to show up and they finally showed and I loved them, the little itty bitties. And I'll have Debbie's link in my in my description box below from Project 39. She is where I got the idea to get the magnets a long time ago, almost a year now. I was supposed to get them a long time ago. But finally got them and I really wanted, like the mini is what I wanted. So all you need is a piece that is 2 by 4.5. If your little mini notepad is, show you what mine looks like. So I keep this in my Honda Donda. See, I do use some of my containers I buy from Dollar Tree. These are, what are these, 1.5 by 2, I think? Yeah, 1.5 by 2. And in her video, if I remember correctly, because I've seen a couple videos, but I think in Paula's video, she had the thicker pad, so she split hers in half. Mine came just like this, so this was fine for me. So I want to say hers must have been like 100 sheets, and then she split it into, you know, roughly into 50 sheets. But if you want to get the thick ones, you can. Now for me, I do not love the color because you guys know I'm really picky about things matching. I had to just go with it on some of these because I need to just use some of these up. But I am probably going to get some white ones. And the white ones are more expensive and that's annoying. So I have to do it. I can't. If I don't have the color that matches, it bugs me, like this one. So Seahawks paper, very cute, and I'll show you guys how I did this version, but I didn't have the right blow, so I had to do that. And I don't like it. And even like some of them have green, but I ran out of the green, so the green works. This blue was okay. I don't like it, but you know, we're just going with it, going with the flow. Like I didn't have the right Christmas green or red. Yeah, so I'm just closing my eyes. Tiffany, these are just gonna be $1 at the craft fair, so whatever. And I did sell some of these at my craft show that I didn't hardly sell anything. I want to say I sold 3 or 4 of these and some of like the mini notebooks that I did. So that's pretty much all that sold at that one. So I'm hoping this one is better. But even if it's not, again, if you go into a craft show and you have all your money poured into it, there's gonna be times you're not gonna sell a ton, but hopefully you've done your research, you've prepared. Even if if it's your first one and you don't do great, then just try to get some, you know, learnings from the show so the next time you could do better. But I plan to, you know, these are still great for gifts, period. So for gifts, for swaps, using up your scraps, this is like so amazing. And you guys, I was doing all these strips and then I had scraps that wouldn't do the strips. So I was like, well, shoot, I'll just make it with cardstock and then cut up the pieces. And that works too. And I used up so many scraps, you guys, like it's out of control over here. I will finish this box of mini ones that I have. But again, just so you could see, you can round the corners with, I don't know if you guys can tell, but different corner punches. You can leave it straight and not do any rounding if you want to really just bust out something. This has nothing on top, so some of them have something on top, some of them are plain. I put the little football on there. These are from Hobby Lobby. These stickers here. Little bling from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby bling. Strawberry one. Those are cute. Those might go in my strawberry, like, little kits. Strawberry shortcake little kits I'm putting together. I don't know yet, but they might. Or I just might have it buy it so people can buy more things. Okay, so let's just make them. So again, I did some with Velcro dots. I did some with my itty bitty little magnets. That was blurry. But we're just gonna go ahead. So again, here are the measurements. Now, on the last measurement, I do a light score, but you have to test out your actual mini notepad to make sure. Remember, things aren't always cut exactly the same. All of that. So I do 1 1/4, 1 1/2, 3, and I usually go over that like twice. And then I'll do the 3 1/4, just a light score, just so I have kind of a crease there. But if yours works and you can just go for it, then go for it by all means. So you have those scores. So I'm gonna do this little Mickey because I'm gonna do some Disney themed ones. Okay, so let me set this to the side. I don't know what color I'm gonna do on the inside because I don't have a good color. Oh gosh, I wanted that the other way. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you, if it's directional, I want that like first score. I want my direction, I don't know if that makes sense, but to go this way because this is, excuse me, the bottom. So it doesn't really matter. So just imagine I lightly scored right there, but I am gonna score this one. And this is going to be, no, I did that right. You nitwit. Oh my gosh. Ignore me. Ignore me. Okay, what color do we want to do in there? I can't, oh my gosh. Oh, so ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh my gosh. Oh. Tiffany, just close your eyes and go with it. We're gonna go with it. We're gonna do this, you know, they have red, yellow at Disney, so we're just gonna go with it. So I do like to, I have so many bone folders and I use them all for certain things. This one is my all-time fave, my long trusty friend, all that good stuff. This one never, like, I don't know. This is just, I don't know what this is made out of. I don't know. It's like hard. This one I love, like, for swiping my glue off and, you know, a little bit. I don't know. I just have all my scores. And then I got this one that's in the tool because you should always, whatever comes with the one, use it because that's what's made to go in the grooves. That doesn't mean I do that all the time because I definitely do not. Okay, now you can, make sure you're going the right way. You can tape yours in with your tape runner. I don't know, I just like to use glue, but I would check. Oh, let me get that glue booger out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. There we go. There we go. Check your stickiness of your pad, because if it is like really like cheapy Post-it note imitation pads, they can come loose, and I've had it happen in your project. And if that does happen, so I like to, I make my stuff and then, you know, a few days I go back and just kind of check to see how they're doing. And I will just take my tape runner, my repositional tape runner, and just add a little bead at the top and stick it right back down. So just kind of watch that. Be careful not to like move this a lot, because you will do that. And okay. We'll just do it like that. So you still have that crease. Here's the top. You can come in with a corner punch if you want to. So I'm just going to do a little baby one. Little baby. And voila. Now this is single-sided. Double-sided is obviously way cuter. But it's okay to have single-sided. You could also take those extra scraps and do, you know, put them on here if you want to. So for now, I'm just leaving this as is. At least I think I am. Tiffany, decide. Yes, we're just going with it. And it all depends on how easy and fast do you need to be for your craft fair item. If you want to add like extras, do more layering, you could tie these with twine if you want to do that instead of a Velcro closure or a magnetic closure. I'll put that there. Okay, hold on. So I'm going to add just a little drop of glue here. If you don't know, I always love to add, if I have sticky things like chips, oh my gosh, chipboard stickers, etc., foam tape, I just like to reinforce it with a little bead of glue. So I do have them already together. I am going to put a little bit on there. So I have the two pieces together. They're ready to go. I'm just letting my art glitter glue set up just a minute. It's a setting. And then you're gonna wrap that around. So I'm making sure I'm lined up as best as possible on both sides. And if it's not exact, you just keep going with it. So I'm just pushing that. I am not gonna open it yet. I'm gonna let that just kind of marinate for a minute. Okay, so now this one, we already have scored. I do not know what I'm gonna do. Maybe it'll be another Seahawks. I have like so many scraps of Seahawks, and you guys have asked me about my Seahawks paper. Okay, so the craft stores that used to be around here, there is like nothing except a Ben Franklin, and they didn't have like these ones. They have the school ones, but like this is Washington State, so Wazoo, go Cougs, and then there's UW. So all those places are now gone. I did have some in my stash, just because this is the bottom. You know, I made albums for people that were Seahawks themed. And I made, for my daughter who graduated from Wazoo, I made her an explosion box and, what do you call it? Album, a folio, the quad folio, the big baby. And I have like leftovers. So now let me just share. I just give all these places business because you can get your own if you want to. Now, oh my gosh, I gotta remember the name. I want to say, well, hold on. Let me just grab the piece real quick. I think it's Scrapbook Custom. Oh, I have it right here. Okay. So this is like what I ordered from them for my nephew's graduation. Scrapbookcustoms.com. I have sent a ton of people their way. You go in, you enter the school, you enter the stuff. I've never done like Seahawks or anything. I've done like the high schools, but they're all like there's basically this sheet, this style you can get in whatever high school or whatever. I don't know. Now I know this one. I don't know about these, if this is the same. I don't know if you can do Seahawks, but I think you can. But these, I know the Wazoo one was from licensedproducts.com, I think it was. I think, don't quote me. But I think you might be able to get both those maybe at Scrapbook Customs. What is it? Scrapbookcustoms.com. So check it out. But you have to enter in all like the information, I think you have to enter in the mascot. But if you guys want to try to get some, go for it. I am down to my last little bitty of my Seahawks paper. And the Wazoo paper is demolished because I made some of the notebooks. I made some of the larger sticky note pad things. So I just get it down here towards the bottom. I lift this up and push it into the side right here before I put it down on the back. And again, making sure I'm lined up here before I give everything a good seal. So it's nice and tight, wrapped around. But like I said, the reason why I do that last score lightly, because again, the pads might be a little off or what have you. So I just like to kind of wrap it around. I still have, you know, it gives me an idea of where to do it, but for the most part, it has worked. So I don't even have to do the light score. I just do that just to be safe. Okay, so now this one, we are going to put on the magnets. So for the magnets, I use glossy accents for a lot of stuff. And I always get the minis. Anytime I can find a mini adhesive, a mini mixed media, anything, I like the minis because the large things dry way too fast and I hate wasting my money. So I just buy a ton of little minis. I have them when I need them. I'm going to add a bead of glue to the top flap. Can you guys see? No, you can't. But it is on there. And then I just take my magnet, and can't see with my nails. Believe it or not, my nails are way shorter. They look massive right now. Although my man hands. And I just push that into place. Again, you got to let things set up a little bit. We are going to assume it is set up. And with magnets, I just put a scrap piece of paper in between my layers. And I'll show you, you also can use 1/8 inch score tape if you want to make sure that it's really stuck down. You can use clear tape. I just do this. It just makes it easy for me. I don't know why. And then I just take a bead of glue again, which you guys probably won't be able to see. Not a lot. Ooh, kind of sort of right there. And I'm going to, again, make sure everything is pushed in where it's supposed to be. Pushed in right here. Then I wrap it around, put it down, and you could either hold it. Now, I typically put my hole punch on there, but you have to let it set up, or you can use your tape. So I just do that. If you have a clear acrylic block, you could do that. Let's check this one out. I don't know why I'm cloggy today. Can you get allergies like in the fall time, winter time? I don't know. I don't know if I have allergies, but okay. So, okay, in these Velcro dots, it's clear on one side. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that's clear. And some of you have asked because you saw, I don't know if I have it in here. That's a magnetic one. That's white. Oh, like this is pink. I have a ton of colored Velcro dots that I got from Happy Crafter Shop. She doesn't have them anymore, but I know you can find them. So if you just search for colored Velcro dots, if there's a certain color you want, obviously you could do that too. And when you put these on, that's why it's best to do it on the flap. Do it as high up as you can go, and then put it over, because I don't know if I have some. Well, of course I have some, because I have the bucket right here. This one I think is a good example. Was it this one? It's kind of good. I know I have one that's cray cray. I feel like I didn't go. Oh, this one. Okay, so see how it's like that? I wasn't paying attention, and I did it down here, matching up there. So obviously it's not up here. So it sticks, of course, but it flops open because the sticky stuff is way back here. So make sure your closure, if you're going to do a Velcro or magnet, is as high up on the top flap as it can go. Okay, let's see if it's set up enough. And this is why I like using the scrap paper. Or again, you can just come in and use tape. Now I have some, you don't even have to cover up your magnets. So, and you have it like that, but you can just come in, put your tape over, and then a scrap, you know, not a scrap, but put your decorative paper down if you want to do something like that. Okay, nice and quick. There's the tutorial you guys asked for. I just tried to do this. It wasn't working. I don't know why it wasn't working. It is going to be one of those weekends. I have to clean my crafty space this weekend because holy poo, it is a disaster. Like, I had to bring in an extra banquet table just for my craft fair items to go on in my room. And there's stuff everywhere. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there you guys go. Hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, there's many tutorials out there on this. This is not my original idea. But you can do your big scraps first like this, because this is quick. Like, you could just bust out. I literally I'm just going through, I'm cutting up scraps, and then I have these set aside. So when I want to use them for the little ones, these are ready to go, but you could do the same. And I'm loving, because I am getting rid of the piles of scraps in my paper bins, which, yes, I'm loving it. So I'm doing like the big, let me just show you. Sneak peek, because I have to keep showing you guys what I'm making. I'm having way too much fun. So these ones, I have to put the calendar still in. But so I started with the big pieces first. And I have like some Wazoo stickers. I might put a cougar on the front of that. So I'm doing big first. Then the next size goes to the mini sticky notepads, or the sticky notepads. Then it goes down to the mini. I need to like call the other one the mini. This is the micro mini. But I'm using up scraps, and again, you guys know I'm just watching shows over here, having the best time, ignoring that the world is crazy. But in my room, I mean, it's a hot mess, but it's fun. I'm loving it. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. If you can please give me a thumbs up, it helps my channel so much. Also, just a reminder, if you see that hype button when you go to comment, if you can click hype, I'm really trying to see how that helps my channel get out there more. And I really appreciate it. And thank you to those that have done it. And yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. Bye.